actually, there's one class in school which likes to greet me a very special sentence. When I enter the class, they say, "Good morning, Mr. Amann, Austrian Champion in Disc Golf." They say that every day, so that's pretty fun.
Well, hello everyone and welcome. I have here with me the newly announced member of Team Discmania, Stani Amann. Hi Stani.
Hello, nice to be here.
First of all, how are you? How is your off season going? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm not sure if I was ever more excited for a new season to come than I am at the moment, because I've got this whole new lineup of discs. It's really exciting to try out something new. I am testing some amazing, figuring out what to throw next year. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of practice for the moment. Home from a really nice practice today and feeling pretty good. Really motivated to play a new awesome season in 2022.
Okay, great. I love to hear that. I would like to jump on this topic of yours. You started working, right, in the autumn of last year.
Yeah, that's.
So can you tell everyone what you are doing and how does it combine with playing disc golf?
Maybe some of the already know I'm started to be a teacher, so I started to work as a teacher in September full time in my hometown, St. Pölten. It's really nice because I'm very close to where I live, train. I'm working only 4 days a week, means Monday to Thursday. Got a free Friday off for the tournaments. In Austria, I'm not sure if it's the same in the Republic. We have got pretty long summer holidays. It's a total of weeks of holidays in summer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's some time to be able to be on tour and play some events in Europe and maybe also of Europe. And other than that, there's always some little holidays in spring, and should be manageable to still get and play some of the Euro Tour events, some of the nicer events here in the area in Austria, Czech Republic, Croatia, wherever. And yeah, it's manageable, and like the kind of needs something to do guy who never sleeps. So I'm excited for that.
So, what are you teaching? What subjects?
Yeah, it's sports and church. So that's basically my core subjects I teach, but I teach in middle school. So the age of the kids is 10 to 14, but I'm teaching kids from 10 to 12. So first and second class of middle school. And there I'm teaching as well biology and like digital education. Yeah, but that's okay. It's sometimes a little bit hard, but it's really fun. And I love my job. It's a lot of fun with those kids. They're pretty nice school, and it's great. It's great combination to playing disc golf active on my own, but also teaching in school and have all those kids.
Yeah, that's awesome to hear. Did you already play disc golf in physical education?
Yes, of course. I think it was in the second lesson. Yeah, they know that I am a pretty professor. They all know the videos when there's some coverage where I'm playing. And I just remember after I became a champion, I went to school and I was, oh, you won championships. And actually, there's one class in school which likes to greet me a very special sentence. And I enter the class, they say, "Good morning, Mr. Amann, Austrian Champion in Disc Golf." They say that every day, so that's pretty fun.
That's awesome to hear. You already mentioned it. You won last year. You won your first Austrian Championships, right? How did the season as a whole went for you? You won a couple of tournaments. You placed well at most of them. So how did it go?
me mainly until September, I called it the season of second places because I got so many second places on pretty big tournaments. But yeah, I was actually a little bit afraid of getting second again at the Austrian Championship. Placed on the podium now, fourth time in a row, but never won it. I really felt like this might be my year where I finally Austrian Championship. It was on my home course. I knew the course was like really good in shape, and just like that, I put on a pretty dominant show, which secured me that title. That was like some my bucket list. Obviously, other than that, there was many of really good tournaments. I placed third at the Super, which was so exciting. That was amazing. It was I qualified for USDGC there. Unfortunately, COVID didn't make it possible for me to travel there, but maybe there's going to be another chance in the future. Who knows? And I got some other really good results, like in placed second at the Belgium Open, second at the C. One tournaments, I think I had a total of 7 wins over the season, but the rest of the wins were rather small tournaments. But I traveled again a lot, considering that there was still some regulations with COVID. It was amazing. It was definitely my best season so far, and yeah, I reached the 1,000 rating mark, which was always a goal. So that shows that it was the best season for me so far.
Great. I'm excited for your next season because you just announced like on Friday that you are joining Team Discmania. What was the choice? Why? What was the reason? And what does that mean for you?
It's something like a little news story, something like that. Yeah, I was throwing Innova since I'm playing disc golf, basically. Yeah, at the very beginning, I used some other discs, but not really many of them, and I just played with the Innova lineup since like play seriously in tournaments. So this is a pretty big switch to me. But Team Innova, I was sponsored by Innova now for 2 years, but as maybe you might have heard about, Innova does not like a marketing place in Europe and only managed from US. So thing is, to me it feels a little bit different. I was sponsored by Innova Europe, was based in Europe, but now Innova is only based in US, and they basically don't have any clue about what's going on in Europe. They don't even know who I am. They just they sponsor some people, but it didn't feel that personal. And I'm a guy, I like personal relationships to do something, and Discmania gave some chance in doing that because I already knew the people there because they managed Innova Europe before, and kind of a personal relation, and they really want me on the team. So some huge extra motivation. Honestly, the discs are great. It's really fun to find out a whole new and create something new and be part of this awesome journey Discmania is going on. So I think this brand has a huge future, and it's just cool to represent a European brand as a European player.
Yeah, that's great. What are your most favorite discs right now? I know you heavily relied on the rocks and T-birds and destroyers. So what are you throwing now, and what are you putting?
Yeah, that's correct. I was throwing basically the standard Innova lineup. So now I was a little bit worried, especially about how can I replace that, because I didn't. I tried the mat because then softer plastic was stable and beats in pretty fast. So basically that's gonna be my main mid-range because it's very nice. It flies so far and it feels really great in my hand. I think that's basically the thing that is gonna replace my rock also on turnover shots. I'm really positive.
Was it the hard exo method?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Your method is awesome because it's a little bit more, and that's really cool for different shots. But the hard exo, it gets beat in pretty fast, so I can use it for the turnover shots that I use. So there's the instinct, a really good replacement for Flippy T-Bird that this guy use a lot of. So that's gonna be in my bag for sure. And I'm already throwing it a lot. And for the fire destroyers, there's like the new Cloudbreaker 3. That's a very nice replacement. It's stable. I like a little bit more overstable, so I can flex a little bit on it. Because especially on distance drives, I like the flex release better than the hyzer flip, because I feel like I've got better control then. Those are great to my bag as well. So yeah, I'm searching a little bit for replacement, because I always Firebirds who that overstable. Most likely I got 153 from a friend. I'm most likely gonna use something like that, and maybe also some FDs. And yeah, one disc stays in my bag. I always used to play disc golf basically. That's like yeah, the old Stani, I would say, in my bag since years or something.
Could you please repeat once again what stays in your bag? I didn't hear it like properly. Was it the P2? Sure. But could you like say it once again?
Yeah, a blue. I always used it white. That was always the only I had in the Innova lineup when you were throwing. We're allowed to throw Innova produced discs from other brands, and somehow this blue P2 it feels so natural to me, and it's basically the disc I throw the best, because it's for approaches, and it still stays in the bag. So
I know which one. Okay.
Great. Everyone knows.
That one flies super good.
Yeah, I love it.
When you won your Austrian Championship, I remember there was a huge crowd there. Am I right?
Yeah.
From what I saw from the videos. So could you like say how is the state of Austrian disc golf right now? Because I know you were organizing the championship, the state championship. You were also the team captain at EDGC. So what goes into that, and what's the state of Austrian disc golf?
Sure. Like everywhere, COVID gave a huge push in the sense of how people play this. There's people just trying out the sport, and on my home course, or like in Vienna on the course, or also in Graz, there's always people playing on the course. So that's something new to disc golf in Austria, because like 5 years ago in disc golf, when I was course somewhere, I was almost alone. So that's not more. And also the players are developing. So there's a few very like young players coming up, getting better. The level of play is getting better for sure. So if you look at on the numbers, how many players are 900, but at least in the last 2 years. So it's just exploding basically, but not as much as like in Czech Republic. Also something, it's pretty notable that the level of the tournaments organization like crazy last year. The bigger tournaments in Austria, like the tournament I organized in St. Petersburg, the Alpaca Open or the they're very well organized and organized like in a way that no one has ever seen in Austria. I'm also doing a pretty good job, for example, on my tournament, to get some sponsors involved and get some support from local companies or also from proDiscgolf. Just using my connects, and that's something that's also new to the sport. Everything more exciting, and yeah, especially in St. Pölten, which is the tournament in my hometown. the good thing is the course is in the middle of the city, basically. And that way, in the city, everyone knows disc golf already. Not everyone, obviously, but a lot of people just because it's just close to the local walking path where everyone is going when there's a nice sunny day. So people just see it and they know what's going on, and when they know that there's the championships and they read it in the local newspaper or something, then people just come and watch, and it's like a really good crowd, and lots of people were watching. It was something like that was never seen in Austria, and it felt like the way we want disc golf in a few years everywhere. You know, there was like 200, 300 people, maybe a little bit less. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm realistic or not, but it was very loud when every time I made a putt, just for par from 3 meters, everyone was celebrating. Yeah, let's go. I don't know. Things are changing. That's basically what I'm saying. And the only thing that is like also pretty notable in Austria is that the number of total tournaments is still very, and not many people are motivated to say, yeah, I'm gonna organize a tournament now. So that's a huge difference between Austria and Czech Republic, because if I want watch the website of the Czech Association, there's like, I don't know, 200 disc golf tournaments or something. Over the year. In Austria, it's maybe 10. So not that many tournaments, because people who organize a tournament want to make it just, they want to do the best they can, but they only can do that once a year. And there's maybe in a few years that will change, as we have so many players now. There will be some people that say, okay, nice, I'm gonna organize a tournament as well or something. But for the moment, it's not a lot of tournaments. So I really hope that will change in the future. That's basically it.
Okay. Yeah, I hope so too. I think the regional tournaments start to make the difference there. That's where a lot of players start playing, right? And speaking of tournaments, what does your tournament schedule look like this year? Are you I expect you like to use some Euro tours. Are you coming to Czech Republic as well?
Yeah. At the moment, I'm working on, basically it's the main schedule is already planned. So I try to play as many Euro Tour basically. I think from the J Euro Tour I play, I don't know, 4 out of 6 tournaments or something like that, and I also play some of the European Pro tournaments, 3 of them or something, whatever is possible. Basically, like I did it the last years, I'm gonna travel in part of Europe the whole, as there's the Tuni Open, the Sula Open, European Open, Estonian Open, so those bigger tournaments. And then earlier in the year, and the one or other Euro, but other than that, just the bigger events around Austria, Czech Republic, Poland, Croatia, Hungary. But it's something, in August I'm thinking about going to US if I get spots in the tournament. I'm actually going, we're planning to go there with Jakub Semerat, Czech player. And I'm sure everyone knows him. And we are just trying to try something new, to go to the big stage, see what's the level there, maybe play the World Championships if I get a spot. Would be amazing, would be an amazing experience, as the date of the World Championships in my holidays, so the trip possible. It's not like that every year, so I shouldn't use it, and later in the year there's Moravian Open is on my list for sure, so this is basically a tournament I need to go if I the spot. Be possible, I hope. And also later in the years else, I'm not sure. So some bigger events in Austria, I'm organizing Austrian Champion, basically co-organizing, but on another course in mid-September, and I'm also co-organizing an event in mid-October. There's later in the basically do with organizing and just putting up those tournaments. That's basically my plans. I'm hoping to be out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope to see you there too. And this schedule sounds exciting, and I'm looking forward to see you play and hopefully see you perform really well.
Oh yeah.
Do you have anything you would like to say to your fans, people supporting you?
No, just let's have fun with a new season. It's gonna be great. Hope to see you there having a good time on the course. I hope just went up in popularity like it did in the last 2 years, and then it's gonna be huge.
Okay, thank you very much. It was really great having you here, and good luck. Good luck in your season. Good luck with your new line of discs, and I hope your plans go as you want them to. Thank you.
Thanks for hanging, Tomáš. It was a pleasure. It's the most important one.